Hi, and welcome to The Winning Hand. I'm Howard Reback, and thank you for betting on yourself. Welcome back, everybody, to a program we call The Winning Hand. It's a program about the world of gambling and gambling addiction. And every week I just try and share some of my stories and sort of my life experiences with the world of gambling and how horrible things turned out, and with the hard work of family and friends and myself, how things have turned out now of late not so bad. I have a flood of memories when we talk about addiction, and I think back to the days when it was in its apex of addiction. And I wonder, had somebody stopped me, or had I been more honest with myself and consequently friends or family or professionals, if I could have been helped to stop sooner before devastation hit me loud and clear. For every show I prepare notes, but I hardly look at them, because when you're telling a story that is real and that is true and that you lived through it, you don't need notes. When you're telling somebody about a cruise you went on, you don't need the pictures. You just have the memories engraced in your mind, and you remember it, and you just tell the story over and over again. How do you recognize somebody who has a gambling problem? It's not an alcoholic. You can't smell it on their breath. It's not somebody who smokes and their teeth yellow, or their fingers smell, or they look haggard, or lines on their face. On the tree of addictions, it has been called the smartest addiction of all. For gamblers to enable themselves to have the funds to be able to gamble, become master liars, cheaters, thievery sometimes, God forbid. They play games. They live in a world which is not real. And they're always trying to be one step ahead when in fact, God knows they're many steps behind. If you have somebody in your family or a friend that has a gambling problem, I urge you to go slow. No threatening. No yelling. Discuss the problem out. There are professional gambling therapists that could be sought, that you can see. Starting with your family doctor is a great place to start. He or she can probably point you in the right direction. The web has ample sites of where to go and how to get help. But it begins with being honest, and it begins with working with the gambling addict on your side. Don't work against. They're in enough trouble. They're already living a world in complete denial. And they're already worrying about their addiction and how their life has been messed up already. And believe me, whether they show you that or not, whether they tell you that or not, it's real. It's true. So I urge you, if there's somebody in your life that has a gambling problem, talk it out. Approach them. The worst that you can be is wrong, but usually you can detect it. Okay? It's very, very important. We're not going to get help from the government. They're only pushing gambling on us. And the people who work inside the casino, as I've said in shows weeks prior, they're salespeople. They only make a living if you go inside the building. They don't make a living when you leave the building, unless you're the guy that brings the car around. Talk it out. There's help. There's a lot of help. You'd be surprised how many people in your family and friends and people who care about you want to help. It's a natural instinct to want to help people. And given the chance, people will come running. Share your story. Share a story. Get help. Try and get help. Please.